Hi everyone, it's Emma from Emma K Plans and welcome back to another plan with me. This week is the week of January 17th through the 23rd. So last week, I know this is up a little bit late. I'll go into that in a little bit, but first of all, this is the kit I'm using. It is from Glam Planner. I want to say it's the June Mystery from 2020. Like you can see the format here. And I've just had it in my collection. I've just been hoarding it for 2 years now. So I decided to just use it. I originally was using a different kit, but it just wasn't really inspiring me the way that I wanted to be inspired. I really liked the art of the other kit, but the colours just weren't doing it for me, so I went into my collection and saw that I didn't have a plan for this one, and I decided to use it because it's just bright and fun and everything that I needed for this week. So it came with blue, like this turquoise blue foil, 2 sheets of that, and then a pink sheet as well. This blue sheet came from something else and was accidentally in here, so you'll see that later. And then I pulled in this Simply Gilded washi, which literally matches the orange. Like, it's the same colour. It's like they've picked the same colour on the colour thing. Which is crazy because the orange is a really weird orange in this kit. It's quite cool toned. It's like a very blue toned orange. But the Simply Gilded washi is that colour. So I pulled that in, and because the bows were hollow, I decided to pull in a little bit of hollow into the kit. I ended up using a lot less foil than I thought I was going to. There was enough foil that kind of went on the full boxes and the bottom washi, and I didn't really feel like I needed to pull in too much like elsewhere. I put in a couple of hollow scripts, as you'll see though. So, as I'm laying down the bottom washi, firstly, I'm kind of a bit upset because I had my filming, lighting and everything perfect in the last video. And then, so I shoot on my proper DSLR camera. And I took it out because I also shoot like landscape photography. And so I took it out to use it. And then I've put it back on the tripod to film this video, and I didn't realize that I obviously had pre-made settings that I'd come up with, and when I put it back from, photography mode, it just went back to the default settings. And so I didn't realize until I imported the footage and saw how tanned my arms look, because they are not that colour. So I tried to brighten it as much as I could, like post-production, without it being ridiculous, but I know it's not as good as the last video, and I will try and fix it before the next one. So that's housekeeping number 1. Housekeeping number 2 is apologising that this video is up so late, because it wasn't my intention. It's been an interesting week here for me in the planner world. You'll see a bit more of it next week, because it actually happened like the week that I'm living. I don't know how much of it I'm going to talk about, but it's written in my planner and it does affect things I'm going to post on my channel going forward, so I will need to at least talk about it somewhat, but that's for another video. That's for next week, so stay tuned for that one. This week, overall, this was a good week. It was starting to get busier at work, which, if you didn't know, I work in travel, so the last 2 years have been hard for everyone, I get that, but it's hard to, when your job is selling a product and you're not allowed to sell the product, so it's starting to get better, which is nice. We watched quite a few Marvel movies, went to the open range zoo, which I don't know what you would call that in the States. It's like where they have the African animals, so they're not in like little enclosures that you walk around. You like go on a safari. It's kind of like Kilimanjaro safari at Disney, but it's a bit smaller than that. And yeah, it was just, I don't know, it was a nice week just of doing things, of not being in lockdown like we have for the last 2 years and just like living. So anyway, I'll get to the day by day shortly, but as I have been talking, I've been putting the base down. I'm currently using, what are these, like date dots from Monique Plans. In this planner, I'm just trying to use up a lot of like bits and bobs that I don't really use otherwise. I generally tend to use foil bundles in my main planner, so this planner often ends up being like a mishmash of random like one-off sheets that I used to buy but I don't buy anymore, and like that's an example of one of them. So there's me trying to use the blue foil that obviously does not go. I think it's from the picnic kit that came out like at the same time as this one, and I just accidentally put them together, but I didn't actually test that out, so I'm not sure. Also, if you don't want to watch me struggle with trying to find where the overlays go for like 2 minutes, probably skip forward because it took me a while, especially the ones at the end. I don't really use these overlays from Glam Planner anymore. Like these are a good example where they look okay, but now they kind of tend to take over the boxes. Like the foil is the same color as the main piece of art in the box, like the birds you can see. That's like the new style, and I just feel like it takes away from the art, whereas it used to be like the background, like the blue foil behind the flamingos, behind the balls, that sort of thing, and I like that a lot better. Excuse me. So that is the base done. Now let's get into the day by day. I feel like my angle is pretty good here. Just looking back at it, like I'm happy with my zoom level and that sort of business. So on Monday I used a strip of patterned washi to mark, that's not what I used to mark, I put it on that. I used a Hello Morning Coffee script and a coffee cup like sticker, doodle, whatever, from Paper and Milk. For my work for the week, I used my Coffee Monsters Co. like emojis on the computer, on the laptop, and a work script from Caress Press. I'm finding I'm getting really low on work character stickers, so I need to order some more. If you have any recommendations for your favorite shop that does like laptop, computer kind of stickers, please let me know because I need some more. Then I use like an angry, what is this called, like marshmallow thing, I can't think of what it's called, to mark my boss tested positive to COVID, which was just like frustrating all round. Then I used a Paper Shire working, like she's like overwhelmed at work sticker to mark being busy. Then I used another Paper Shire sticker, actually all three of these are from Paper Shire. The like sitting down like sad one is because if you play Pokemon, if you play the most recent game, Pokemon Diamond or Pearl, the champion that you face, Cynthia, is like extremely hard to beat, and I just kept losing over and over again, so I just marked that. I lost again. And then we watched Captain America and the Winter Soldier. So for all our Marvel movies this week, I used the same sticker, the like couple watching TV from Paper Shire. I just thought having all of them like look the same would be kind of neat and easy to like recognize and to see. I am waiting on scripts actually of the Marvel movies to come in to use in my main planner, so if you see my photos on Instagram, there's lots of blank boxes, but I write them in here because I didn't buy 2 sheets, which looking back I probably should have bought 2, but I didn't, so whatever. Moving on to Tuesday, I marked SPC new releases, which I've talked about before, is just my tradition, but no longer will be, so that'll be probably the last time that I mark that. Then I use the same configuration to mark work. The sticker that I used to mark, like, I wrote "there is hope," which means like there's hope that it's finally gonna get busier, blah 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 blah. But I used like a really like anxious, sad laptop girl. It's just because it was like a leftover sticker that I had and I just wanted to use it up, like the last one. But It kind of doesn't really match, but that's okay. The colours did. Then at the bottom, so I used a, what do you call this? Like chips or fries, as you guys call them. Chips from Paper and Milk to Mug. We got takeaway from like the local store. Like it's not really like it's not a chain, it's just a one-off, and they pretty much sell like pizza, pasta, burgers, chips, everything. So we just marked that. Then I pretty much was on TikTok the whole evening. Just sometimes the time just gets away from you. If you have TikTok, you probably know. It just happens sometimes. And I still don't have any phone stickers, so I just used an icon from the foil. Then, to finish off, we watched Guardians of the Galaxy. So again, I used the same Paper Shire sticker to mark that, and then I just wrote that in. Yeah, so moving on to Wednesday. I'm trying to read between the spiral because it's quite thick. This is the first time I've marked this, so I used a flag from the kit and I don't even know what this girl is doing, honestly. She's on the like relax sheet from Paper Shire. She's got her arms up in the air and she looks like she's yelling. Maybe she's yawning. But I used that and the day off script from the same Caress Press like worksheet to mark having a day off. I normally would have written when I've had a day off like sleep in, but I can't seem to sleep in at all anymore, so I wrote day off instead. I actually really like how it came out, and I probably will mark things like that similar in the future. Then I used a Instagram icon from Once More With Love and a edit script from Kinsey's Creations. Excuse me. I think I actually filmed this day, but I'm running out of film scripts because that's always what I seem to mark, so I marked edit instead. I mean, close enough. Then I obviously got more chips from Paper Shire, and I use that to mark Red Rooster, which is like, what would I describe Red Rooster like in America? I don't know. It's like a chicken-based takeaway, like chips, burgers, nuggets, that sort of thing. But it's like better than McDonald's. And then I just use a strip of a patterned washi and a cloud icon from Stella Bow Sticker Co. and a planning time script in hollow from Plan With Me Stickers to mark planning time. I actually really like how that looks. Like I really like the cloud icons and then mixed with the foil on top. I think that looks really good. And then this was a pretty quiet day, so the only other thing I marked was the movie that we watched, and that was Avengers Age of Ultron. As you can see, on Wednesday I've been writing in my stuff before I put the stickers down because I can't really do it because the coil's so big. I know OK Plans commented on one of my past Plan With Me's and said to put a book or something underneath, which is a great idea. However, I think it's just easy to write on the stickers and then put them in, so that's what I've been doing. Then on Thursday, I used a, like, what do you call it, marshmallow with the flowers from Paper and Milk because it was a girl at work's birthday and we bought her flowers, so I didn't really have enough room to write that, so I kind of just combined the two together. Then I marked work again, and we just had this like complete annoying idiot customer, so I used a sticker from Paper Shire to mark that, and I just wrote in like, people are idiots. It was just like one of those real frustrating, like, you obviously know everything, like why are you in here, why are you even asking us when everything we say you rebut and, well that's not what I've read, well that's not what I've heard, like well why are you in here, like I'm not validating your wrong thoughts, like just go away. So just one of those fun things. Then I obviously listened to my podcast a lot this day because I listen to it every day, so I only mark it when it takes up like a significant chunk of time. And I used my little AirPods from Paper Shire. Then I marked cooked dinner with a sticker from Paper Shire. I finally beat Cynthia, so I used this sticker from Once More With Love that I've honestly never used before. I don't even know what's going on with it, but I've never used it before. Then I used a TV from Paper and Milk to mark watching Cheer. I pretty much watched all of it this week, I want to say. And you'll see, I think I didn't mark it in my day by day, but I mark it in my sidebar, like when I finished it. So I really like how this like bit at the bottom of Thursday looks, like with the 4 things being marked and like the character sticker for each one. I don't know. I just feel like this is really like peak like layout. If only my handwriting was a little better. It's not terrible, but in this little section, but if only it was a little neater, I feel like that bit would look 10 out of 10, honestly. Moving on to Friday, so I marked coffee this exact same way that I did on Monday, using the Sticker Guru Hollow script and the Paper and Milk coffee cup. I have a strict rule for myself now that I only am allowed to buy any sort of coffee drink on Mondays or Fridays, and the days in the middle I have to make my own, so that's why I only mark it on Monday and Friday. Then I marked work again, and it was a bit of a slower day, not much going on, and when that happens on a Friday I tend to mark payday. When it's busy I don't need to mark it, like I know when I'm getting paid, but yeah, sometimes I do. So I used a hollow script to mark that, and a old school scribbler. Then I was just feeling just off this day. I just felt yuck, like not sick, I don't know, just yuck. So I used a sticker from Coffee Monsters Co, like crying, to mark that. I actually need to get, so this is another recommendation, like sick, that's not, I have like a box of tissues from Fox and Cactus, but they're so bright, they're like purple haired, I wouldn't use them with anything. So I need like sick, like, you know, just general sick, and also like crying. I need those 2 stickers. So if you have any recommendations, let me know. Our movie for the evening was Ant-Man, and then I literally did not sleep at all this night. So I used a pillow from Papershire and wrote no sleep. Then moving on to the weekend, so this was every second weekend. My husband is at work, so I have the weekend to myself. This weekend I was just lying in bed thinking, again, not sleeping because I didn't sleep the night before. I got to do something, so I went and took myself on a breakfast date to like this chain that's like, I don't know, it's in most like shopping malls, and I like it, so I used a Papershire breakfast. That's not at all what my breakfast looked like, but I think it conveyed the idea that I went for breakfast pretty well. And then I was really running out of labels and stuff to use to mark, so I ended up using a checklist to mark the 2 stores that I went to and bought things at, so Big W and TK Maxx. Yes, it is TK Maxx here, not TJ Maxx, and it's not as good, so just in case you're wondering. Then I came home to clean my car, and long story short, I lent into the bucket, which has like, we have a car wash bucket which has like the sponges, the like cleaning stuff that you use, and I found a dead mouse, and it was not a fun time. It took me about an hour to work up the courage to deal with it. So I marked that with a Papershire, like this is like nervous, whereas I would have preferred to use like a crying sticker, but again I don't have one. And then I marked Washing Arnold, which is the name of my car, because it's a Toyota CHR, so its full name is CH Arnold, if anyone cares. That's why if you see that I mark it, it has no A in front of it, because it's the letter R. It's very well thought out. All my car names are. So yeah, that's what that means. I actually probably could have used a colour car that matched my real life car, because I would have gone with the spread, but anyway. And then we watched Captain America Civil War. Then moving on to Sunday, I forgot to pull out a sleep in script, so I ended up just putting the like emoji in bed down next to the flag and just calling it a day. I just could not be bothered going back and opening my collection, getting out the sleep in script. Like I just couldn't, so I left it. I know what it means, it's fine. Then we went out on a breakfast date together. So I went 2 days in a row, which was nice. I used a like couple eating a meal. I think they've actually got like popcorn and shit on the table, but we don't look too closely. And then I used a breakfast date script from Kinsey's Creations. I was really excited to get to use this script because I got it in a grab bag and then I wasn't sure like if I'd ever get to use it. Then I used a strip of washi, no, I think this is like a little, no, it's a strip of washi, and a paper shire girl with a autumn drink technically, even though it's not autumn, but the colours went really well. A Starbucks script in hollow from Monique Plans. Then I marked using, I didn't really know how to mark it, like a little marshmallow that has no expression really to mark going to the cemetery. So this is going to sound really odd, but it's something I've always loved to do, to go to random cemeteries and like read the headstones and like read about people and try and find like the oldest person and like, I don't know, I find it really interesting. And recently I've got my brother into it, so we went to a new cemetery this day and just like walked around, and yeah, it was I don't want to say fun, but like we enjoy it. And then we went to the open range zoo, so I used a scar sticker from Once More With Love to mark that. And then moving on to my sidebar, I had 2 TVs from Paper and Milk that I really wanted to use up, so I just decided to mark two things related to TV, and thankfully I did have 2 things. So I did lots of Marvel, because as you could see we were pretty much watching a Marvel movie every night almost, and then I finished Cheer as well, which was like sad because I love Cheer, and if you've seen that one I don't want to spoil it, but the ending is sad, so yeah. That's it for my week. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm really happy with the way this turned out. Very bright and summery, like perfect for what I like. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!